I'm Kun and welcome to my training video. In this video, I'm going to talk you through the information government of using social media in real estate industry, specifically for the REA group. REA group has been selected in this video to make this training more realistic. REA group is a digital company with over 2,800 employees working on 3 continents including Australian, Asian, and North America to alter the way people experience real estate. REA Group in Australia has operated the following 3 leading websites: realestate.com.au, flatnet.com.au, and realcommercial.com.au. The company's main channel of advertising through social media platforms are Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. For a side note, I have also prepared a handout to all of you to refer to more detailed information that I'm going to train in this video. So without further delay, let's get started. The primary objective of this video is to establish knowledge around the use of social media platform for business purpose, along with the common risks that we often make, whether intentional or unintentional, which would have negative impact to the organization. Finally, I will show you how we can get away from those risks by following the best practice of guideline and policy of information governance for real group. So why is social media important to real estate industry? And what does it mean to real group? Due to the increase of technology advancement in the real estate industry, it has pushed the industry to use social media platform to run their marketing as well as matching with buyer and seller. Imagine the customer now can just browse through their smart device to find information online about the property they are interested in from whenever and wherever they are. On Facebook, they can search by the suburb or even by the price that suits for their budget. Therefore, this evolution has altered the way real estate agents work, and it has been verified that the impact of the technological innovation has resulted in many positive outcomes in terms of earning and time. One of the great examples is during this pandemic of COVID-19, where people start to work from home, and customers prefer to search online than to go to the physical location for the information. Hence, this is a good opportunity for companies to utilize social media for the business. Moreover, there are billions of users using social media online every day, and the number keep rising. This has made the social media platform an incredible tool in engaging and promote the brand to their prospective customer. By this important reason, real estate industry has adopted to this transformational change and includes social media into their business operation because the traditional strategy are no longer effective and powerful. However, for some organizations, this concept is still new, and there are not adequate information governance policies to comply or administer within the industry. So I'm going to discuss a set of guidelines specifically made for the REA group in order to address the associated risks of using social media platform. What are the common risks that the organization often make, along with the recommended mitigation strategy in response to those risks? The first risk is the risk of breaching the information from using social media. As REA Group use Facebook to advertise property, this opens an opportunity for employees to engage with customers on behalf of the company. These include replying, sharing, and commenting with customers. As a result, we are facing plenty of risks such as data breach of security and confidentiality information, as well as the compromise of intellectual property. For example, the customer that we are chatting with might not be a legit customer, where they could send a malicious link to our employee for phishing purposes. According to Wendy Source, he suggests that in order to mitigate those risks, the company are required to implement proper control policy in response to social media usage that clearly define acceptable and unacceptable social media behavior. Furthermore, social media training programs are highly recommended for employers to adopt the platform professionally, together with the constant monitoring of the use of the platform by the organization themselves. Second is the risk of insider threat. Whether with intention or not, activities such as neglect or carelessness with the usage of social media by the employee often lead to a negative consequences toward the reputation of the organization. There are a lot of real-life examples where employee exposing important private information to the public without any bad intention. Let me give you an example of Anthony Noto, who's CFO at Twitter. In 2014, he was unintentionally tweeted a piece of private information regarding an important acquisition agreement, which was sparked a lot of discussion among the industry. Although this is unintentional during that time, Anthony not only created a negative impact to the company reputation, but also caused the company financial losses, as the investor is considering investing in the organization. We don't want this to happen to our company. Hence, we must prepare the best practice of information governance policy for the senior management and board member in the organization to pay higher attention to the usage of the social media. So let's move on to the next risk. The content on social media can expose a wide range of risks, and one among the risks is the misconception of information governance policies that are frequently outdated. Due to the rapid change and demand from the social media interaction, this leads to the social media policy being changed to align with the legal system, where organizations might not be aware of yet. For instance, a simple status that we post on Facebook could lead to a complex lawsuit because of the faulty information such as leaving in old posts which indicate a wrong price for the current market value of the property. Therefore, it is recommended that REA Group develop and update social media information governance policy in order to achieve positive outcome for the organization. The last risk is the misleading advertising of property on social media. The platforms are commonly used as a primary marketing strategy for some industry where business share and advertise their product. Often than not all commercial truly depicts the property quality and the price. This misleading advertisement risk can potentially be discovered by the customer as the product are not what it says it is. This results in receiving bad review from the customer, which is crucial to the reputation of the company. This is because most customers frequently read the review section in order to establish trust in the agent before making their decision to purchasing the property. Therefore, this is imperative that the real estate industry ensure the listing property are aligned with the company vision and public relations strategy under the ethic practice by following control mechanism in which the information governance takes place. We believe that information governance guidelines for social media should be made up on the nature of the organization culture and structure. For real estate group in Australia, the company should first evaluate the existing policies of major industry operators and then adjust accordingly to both business and technology perspective. Hence, I'm going to discuss a set of policies and guidelines as mitigating strategy that could minimize the addressed risk issue. The following are the best practice and throughout social media policies we need to follow at REA Group. Instruct employee to avoid discussion regarding the confidentiality information of the organization as the view of the employee and the organization are not aligned. Second, clearly outline the guideline for using organization name and logo. Third, define clear authorization usage of social media who can communicate on the social media on behalf of the company. Next is to prevent and avoid using any form of statement that can be seen as provocative, derogative, and discriminative. Clearly assign who is authorized and responsible to create the company official social media account. Employees are required to ensure that the post does not associate with the organization when it comes to the personal use by providing a disclaimer for the viewer. Establish clear boundary between the use of social media for business and for personal, as well as restriction for personal use within the business hour. Make a list of negative effects that unqualified and unscreened candidates may have on the organization, brands, and reputation. Identifying employee privacy expectation when using social media comparable to other communication channels such as email and instant messaging, as the communication information is subject to monitoring and is property of the company. Clearly define which kind of posts or advertisement are permissible by the organization. Always ensure the obscene language is not overused and maintain professional communication to customers despite the social media platforms are often less formal compared to other platforms such as email. Here come to the end of the training videos. Before I finish this training, let me recap what I have been discussed. The evolution of technology advancement in real estate industry has brought many benefits for both company and customer with the use of social media platforms. This has saved a significant amount of time and cost to the organization. However, it also comes with associated risks caused by some of the common practice of utilizing social media such as breaching information, intentional and unintentional insider threat by employee, complying outdated policies, and misleading advertisement. Often these risks could cause organizations to involve in a potential lawsuit if there is a lack of control around the use of such platform. Therefore, it is important for REA's group that we need to establish the best practice of the information governance policy for social media usage that align with the company culture and structure in order to minimize or mitigate those risks of the utilizing social media. Thank you.